Ant Esports is trying their hands with probably their first wireless earbuds, and they have named them quite smartly as Infinity. And you may ask, how is that smart? Well, because the word infinity conquers every number in existence. Yeah, I can't wait for the infinities too. Hey everyone, Mukul here. Well, Ant Esports is clearly trying to promote these two gamers with the branding on the box and the promise of ultra low latency. The packaging is pretty nice and I like how they present them inside this die-cut foam packaging. Apart from the earbuds and its case, you get 3 different sized earbuds, a short USB-C charging cable and a manual. The case has this matte black finish which looks pretty pleasing. There's a huge Ant Esports logo on the top with USB-C on the back and some light indicators on the front. The material on the case has this nice matte black finish, but the build quality is pretty okay. This is one area which could have been definitely improved upon. The insides of the case have these deep shades of green which are carried towards the earbuds too. The buds have this dual tone color on them and in my opinion they look pretty nice. Definitely not bad at all as their first attempt in designing wireless earbuds. The buds stay quite intact inside the case with their magnetic superpowers and won't come off easily. The case lid sticks back magnetically too, and it makes a sound that is moderately satisfying. The markings of the right and the left earbuds are clearly written. The weight of each earbud is quite close to the OnePlus Buds Z, which I also use. As soon as you open the case, the indicators on the buds will blink as they try to connect to the nearby devices. When the earbuds are inside the case and the case is closed, then they disconnect from the device around them. At a single point of time, you can only connect to a single device and multi-pairing is not supported. When you keep the buds back in the case, the light indicators on the case will light up, and this means that the earbuds are being charged via the batteries inside the case. When you charge the case, the indicators on the front of the case will keep blinking, which will denote they are being charged. The phone could also read the battery status of the earbuds, and in my experience the battery has been pretty good on these. When I gamed with them with the low latency mode enabled, the battery dropped by 18% in around 40 minutes, which is pretty good. And when I listened to music for about an hour, the battery dropped by 16%, which is again quite good. The battery inside the case has a capacity of 300 mAh, and they claim a fully charged case can charge the earbuds 5 times easily, but you must take this claim with a grain of salt unless you suffer from low blood pressure. Why am I even saying this? I'm sure the case can easily charge the earbuds for at least 2 to 3 times though. Well, the Ant Esports Infinity manages to host a lot of touch controls, which is pretty nice to have in this price segment. With the touch controls, you can pause and play a track by holding the finger on either of the earbuds for half a second. You can skip to the next track or previous track by double tapping. You can also receive and disconnect a call and even put the call on hold, which actually makes the number of touch commands way too many for something to have in this price segment. You can also activate Google Voice Assistant by quad tapping on any of the earbuds, but in my personal usage, tapping the earbud for 4 frigging time is pretty hard, and I could activate Voice Assistant for at least half of the times. But that's just me and my very impatient nature. So if you are a monk or something of that sort, then I am pretty sure you can at least put in more efforts in activating it with the 4 gradual taps on the earbud, as that option is at least there, so you can also make good use of it. But there is no wear detection though, which is quite okay for this price, which is around 1500 rupees right now. Well, these were launched for about 2000 rupees, but then I immediately noticed a drop of 25%, which is a great bargain for this set of earbud. Now these are the dimensions of my ears, and both the earbuds felt a little loose to me with their medium-sized ear tips. So I tried the largest ear tips and then the fitting improved a little. But due to some reason, these always felt as if they could come out easily from my ears. But they didn't, at least for my brisk walking sessions where I sometimes have to crouch on the ground and feed these little stray cats. Now it's not easy to make a comfortable set of earbuds, and I'm not sure if I have ever experienced any of the earbuds I have tried in the past around the same price segment and found them to be super comfortable too. And unfortunately the same applies for the Infinity here. I am not trying to say they are extremely uncomfortable or something on my set of ears, but they could have been better, that's my point. And just because they feel quite lightweight, your ears might be able to adapt better than mine. I mean, I hope every human ear has different dimensions, right?
And this is how the microphone will sound when there is absolutely no sound or no environmental noise around me, and I'm going to play a random traffic noise. Okay, this is how the microphone performs when there is some sort of traffic noise around me. I'm not honestly sure if the mics are cutting any sort of background noise as I'm speaking into it, and as there is some sort of background noises. But the microphones are still able to capture the vocals properly, as I guess they're not really cutting any sort of background noises.
So I was wondering if I should talk about first how the earbuds perform in gaming or for music, but then I recalled this and I was like, yeah, gaming. Well, Ant Esports claims that in gaming the latency can drop to as low as 100 ms, which sounds too good. But in my test on two different phones in gaming mode, the Poco X2 returned a latency of 250 ms and the iQOO Z5 returned a latency of 330 ms. So first of all, the iQOO Z5 is pretty bad if you want to game on it with a Bluetooth earphone, but the more latency could also be due to a lot of other reasons, which I don't want to dwell into this video and make it even longer, because this video is not about the family problems within the different Bluetooth versions. And secondly, that these earbuds fail to deliver what they claim to be for their latency performance. Even if it had managed to lie below the 200 ms range, I would have been pretty impressed by them. But this doesn't mean that you can't game with them. I played an almost hour-long battleground session and the experience was decent. I could guess the enemy players around me without much issues, but the footsteps and firing sounds sounded very punchy and bass-heavy. Well, now about how they sound for music. And in summary, I would say they sound extremely bassy. Yeah, you are definitely gonna hear that word a few times ahead. But Ant Esports isn't hiding that, as they highlighted that part quite apparently on their website and on the manual. But due to this, it sacrifices a lot on overall clarity and balance. And this shouldn't come as a surprise for not just this, but many of the truly wireless earbuds that are also inclined to throw as much bass as possible for this set of consumer category. But on rare occasions, I can sometimes like these low rumbles, as I am someone who listens to a lot of pop and trance music. So if you're someone who also prioritizes listening to these shaky low rumbles and bass heavy nature from their earbuds or earphones, then you would also be fine with these. But because of this reason, the vocals also sound quite heavy and the soundstage also isn't as wide or dynamic as I would like them to be. All the higher frequencies also get a little muffled because of this overlay of lows throughout the frequency spectrum. And I could not notice the tiny sharp sounds like the snare, etc. till I really focused on them. But the earbuds get extremely loud. I mean, they get so loud that those extreme bass rumbles kind of shake the earbuds slightly and you can feel them vibrate a little in the ears too. So yeah, pretty decent set of earbuds by Ant Esports. The build quality could have been better, but I'm pretty sure that would have also increased the price too. I mean, for all the feature set I've just expressed and explained, a price of 1500 rupees is quite acceptable. But that is if your ears are compatible with the sizing of how these earbuds have been designed. And I'm also sure as a brand they know why these boomy and bass rich earbuds might just do better than something which has more balance and clarity, as not many tend to attract either of those traits in their lives anyway. So yeah, I won't call them the best set of earbuds in this price segment, but I can't claim them to be bad either. They really have tried to squeeze in as many features as possible on this. So yeah, as their first set of truly wireless earbuds, they have done a decent job, but you can also feel they have done a good job, especially if you are someone who would love the extremely heavy bass rich sound signature with every sort of clarity throughout. So if you like this review, you can buy from the affiliate links which I will post below. You can also hop onto our Discord server for more chit chat on relevant content. So stay safe humans, that's all for today. Mewbot out!